Okay. Hey everyone. Hello. I am back again with another answer to your question. Okay. First of all, let me just say, guys, I'm feeling myself today. Okay. I'm feeling myself. I'm proud of myself for doing myself up. All right. You know, sometimes when you're going through things, you know, it's tough to get yourself, you know, going, but you got to do it, guys. You got to do it. And I don't wait on nobody to tell me I look good. All right. You have to tell yourself that you look good. So that's a little bit of, you know, a little word of encouragement. Okay. To you out there, ladies, men, a little word of encouragement. Okay. But, listen, I hope you're loving the look, because guys, I'm doing it today. All right. I'm doing it with the look. Give me some credit. Anyway, let's go. So, answer to your question. So Dana, Allen, this is to answer your question. Okay. First of all, before I answer your question, Dana, wait a minute. Hold up. If you're watching this and you have not subscribed, go ahead. Let's pause. Subscribe right now. Like the video. Okay. Leave a comment. It helps this channel to grow. All right. So let's do this, guys. Let's do this. All right. Back to it. So Dana, you asked number one. I'm trying to remember that whole thing. So it's either a 2 or 3 part question. And this is concerning notarizations. Okay, so the first part is about charging, right? So from some of my videos, you guys know that I use Blue Notary for the notary platform of choice. I will be using more, and as I use more, I will give you guys an update on, you know, the ones I'm using, right? The next one I plan on using is secured signing. Now, on Blue Notary, they have the free version, and they have the free one, but then they also have a paid one. You can do a paid account and you can pay a monthly price, right? It's like, if I can remember right, I can't remember if it's maybe around between $21 and $23, or maybe it's 27. No, correct. I think it's 27. I have a bunch of different things in my head. It might be $27 a month, right? For the pro account. Now, only when you have the pro account on Blue Notary can you pre-tag your documents on there. If you do not have the pro account on Blue Notary, you can only start tagging your documents once you get into the session. For me, it's not a big deal because people usually take a little time to answer their questions, identify themselves and all that stuff. So the time that they're spending to do that is when I am creating the boxes and tagging everything. Okay. This little bang's not vibing with me today, but anyway, so that's as far as the pre-tagging goes. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do another video on this wall, but I'll touch on it briefly. In terms of charging your clients, because this is definitely the question that I wanted answered as well. And God allowed me, you know, to be connected to someone who was a notary and very, not in this state, but, you know, who had a lot of information, and really is what caused me to really push, you know, this thing and see the potential in being a notary. Now, of course, because I work full-time, so it can be difficult when you work full-time, but you make your way around it because it's a very flexible thing. In terms of charging someone, it is not a capped market. It's very versatile. So, number one, in terms of the signature itself, your seal, you can, in New York at least, or whatever your state is, you have to charge for the seal. You have to charge what your state requires. New York, it's $2, right? If it's Iran, it's $5. I'm talking about for the seal. But you have additional charges that you can put in there. For example, you can charge for travel. So you can calculate your travel time, whether it's out of pocket money that you're spending to go and see the client, you can include in your price. Or if it's your mileage, right? You can calculate your mileage and see how much you spend and include that in your charge, which would be in addition to how much your state is, it says that you can charge in terms of your stamp, right? Your actual seal. So that's that, right? So you have your travel fee. Sometimes you can include, I've heard some people include a COVID fee, these things now, you can't be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of think about what you might pay for something, in a sense, as a client, depending on what it is. So for example, if it's a 1-pager and the person has to come to you, right, to do this document, right, and it's a 1-page document, it's one seal, you don't have to provide them with an additional certificate or anything of that nature. You can charge what your state's requiring you to charge for the seal, and then you can decide on what you want to charge in terms of like your time. If it's something simple like a 1-pager, you know what I'm saying, let's just say $2 is what you charge for a seal, you can charge maybe $10, right? $8 for your time. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, like, because you had to leave what you're doing as well, you know what I'm saying, like it's different. If this is your full-time job, if notarization is your full-time thing, it's different than if it's like something on the side, you know what I'm saying. And many people work themselves up to a point where they can do notarizations and loan signing full-time. But aside from that, you kind of, you set like your base. If it's something like loan signings, right? Loan signings is $75 and up. Ain't nobody really trying to get no $75 for no loan signing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's because number one, your time, right? You charge for your time, and the basis, at least in New York, for what you can charge for no loan signing is starting from $75 and up, right? So you want to, I don't think depending on what it is, it's kind of like up to $250 per loan signing, but it depends on what comes into play. You know what I'm saying? You can have things like cancellation fee. You can have, once you come up with your price, you can have a client pay a deposit, right? Give your deposit. Before that, decide if your deposit is refundable or non-refundable, things like that, or a cancellation fee. Sometimes people have a tendency to set up everything with you. You schedule out your time to go see them, and when you go see them, or whatever the case is, they want to cancel on you, whatever it is, last minute, like, you still want to get something for your time, but you set the tone for that, but you don't go overboard, So, I mean, let's just say, and then also it makes a difference if the person is coming to you versus if you are going to the person, right? How far do you have to go? How much time is it going to take you? For example, usually it's if you're doing a power of attorney or something like that, usually it's $100 and up if you're going to do a power of attorney. All right. And that's because number one, your travel or whatever the case is. Number two, there's witnesses, and you can charge per witness if you have to, but there's witnesses involved. There's time you have to spend, right? With maybe the party or the family or whatever the case is, and just different things, and also, you're also exposing yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, every day we expose ourselves to stuff, but especially now, you're exposing yourself to two things, 2 illnesses, 2 sicknesses. You may be going to a medical facility or whatever, which is why I guess I can understand people charging, a COVID fee or something like that, whatever the case is, but in a nutshell, like I said, I'll do another video about this, but in a nutshell, you know, there are many things that you can add to, in addition to your signing, right? What I will say, like I said, I'll detail more in another video, but and the other part, I believe the last part to your question, Dana, and is if I can remember correctly, forgive me please, invoicing. All right, how you would invoice the client. I believe you asked me to do a video about this, which I'll show you guys. It's coming soon. I'll try to do like a recording of that. But so remember, I was telling you guys that you can invoice the client. I'm not sure how it works on some other platforms with invoicing, but since we've been talking about Blue Notary a lot, if you're using Blue Notary, now if you're working on a free account, you cannot send the client your own invoice. They will have, once they enter on there, you send them the invite or whatever the case is, they will be asked and prompted to put in their card information, and it's going to charge them, right? It's going to charge them. If you have a pro account, what it will do is there's a box that you have to select in the account setting somewhere. There's a box that you have to select, which means send my own invoice, or send outside invoice to the client, something like that it says. You click that box. So what's going to happen is you're going to add your card information, your account information to the Blue Notary account. And what's going to happen is it's going to charge you for the KBA fee, the identification fee and processing. It's going to charge you that, which is like, maybe like, depending on how many signatures and stuff you're doing, but I mean, I think it's like $7, between $7 and $10, something like that, or whatever the case is, because I did one where I was invoicing the client, and I used 2 seals or something like that. I think the additional seal, was like $3, and then $7 for the cape, something like that. Whatever the case is, it charged me that. So what you can do is, once you see that, you see that charge, you include that in what you are going to charge your client in the outside invoice. So whether it's Square, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever, however you're sending your charge, and you want to keep record of this, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna do it that way, right? So you're going to charge whatever you're charging for your service. And you're going to include what you paid for your KBA fee or whatever the case is, that identification that they charged you can add into your fee, right? So you're not always paying the cost for that fee, right? It's the same way that, something that I learned is to value my service. Is to value my service and my time. So I used to rob myself so much in the beginning. And when we go places, people charge us, okay? You have to pay for their time. You have to pay people for their service. We do it. So when we have our own thing going on now, then people ought to do the same. So it's like you have to see the worth in yourself, and you have to see the worth in your business and whatever it is that you're doing, right? The same way that other people are worth what you're paying them for, their service and all kinds of things. And you can't stand there and argue with somebody and say, but it's either you're gonna pay or you're gonna go and not be serviced. You can't be serviced by someone and then be like, well, I ain't giving you money. Hold up a minute. Okay, so with that being said, I don't want to go on for too long. I'm not going to keep this video for too long, but Dana, thank you. I hope you subscribe, Dana. And if you are, Dana, I think you are. I think I saw it. But Dana, thank you. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for joining the fam. Welcome to the fam. Okay. Those of you who have subscribed already, thank you so much for subscribing and just liking this channel, and It's like one big variety show on here, but at the end of the day, I always want you to leave encouraged and full of hope. And congratulations, Dana, on doing your first 2 runs. Think I didn't see it in the comment. I did. So congratulations. I'm glad that I was able to be of an encouragement in some way, just as I've been encouraged by others. So congratulations, you can do it. Okay, keep doing it, keep going. All right. My plan is to go full force. You know what I'm saying? And there are so many things that you can add on to just being a notary. There's so many add-ons to it. Excuse me, guys. Excuse my finger. So yeah, one of the things is and I never know how to pronounce this word. Not apostle. Apostille. I get it together. All right. But that's pretty much notarizing international documents. But you can also go to the court and take care of the other half of it. And you can charge for that, of course. Versus the client having to go to the court and take care of it, right? So that's a service that you can offer as well that not everybody offers. But there's so much, and I think that just going different organizations and meeting new people and all that stuff. I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Being a part of your community, right? So this is one thing in my life that I intend to to start and finish and use to the best of my ability. But at first it will take it will take a while to push it out there and just do the footwork and just tell people. Because listen, I think whether you're paying money to promote yourself on Google or Yelp or whatever it is, let me not even talk about Yelp. Okay, but people have found me on Yelp, but that's a whole nother video. Anyway, so you can do all the promoting you want online and all that stuff, whatever. I think one of the best things you can do is foot traffic. All right, is do the footwork and go to places in your community, and tell them who you are. Tell them who you are and what services that you offer and that you provide. All right, there are people looking for you. Okay, and I'm talking from experience. There's people looking for you. So with that said, guys, enjoy. I hope that you have a great week and just fight to be encouraged, guys. Keep going. It's not easy out there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy out here, but you can keep going. Hold on to, there's hope. All right. So with that being said, in the midst of all that I say and do on here, I hope that you always leave encouraged by, what I have to offer, to say, by seeing my face, whatever it is. All right. But listen, I'm leaving looking fly. All right. Because I put it together today. All right. I usually, as you can see, I just keep it very simple, guys. I don't like a lot of hoopla, you know what I'm saying? But I just keep it very simple, and simple is best. It takes less time. Okay, I don't know how y'all do it out here with all the contouring and all this. I don't know. But I keep it simple. All right. I did the brows today. I did the let me know, guys, if you're feeling the look in the comments. All right, let me know if you're feeling the look. Ow. All right, guys, I'm leaving you later. Bye.